Hello, good morning, Mahesh sir.
Yeah, Chandrasekhar, just a minute.
Okay, good.
So, Alvar sir, can you start the session?
Okay, sir. I'll start the session.
Sir, already keynote speaker is available. He's
Okay,
away.
sir. Okay, sir. I'll start. Good morning, all the dignitaries from Bima Institute of Technology and Shivai Soft Software Hub.
तेरा तू बड़ा किस फोन इटा
Please,
जाग आते को तो घंटा थी ना गोमेंस जाग ला काली जानी
dear students, please mute your mic.
आलने
Mute your
मैंने जातूं
mics,
की नहीं
please. Sheikh Aziz, mute your mic. So once again, we welcome you to the second day of the international conference, that is International Conference on Emerging Trends in Engineering, Technology, Management and Applied Sciences. This is the second day that we are going to conduct the conference. And from the Bima Institute of Technology, myself, Dr. D. William Albert, Head Professor and Head CSC Department, and the editor of the conference. I am welcoming you one and all, and a warm welcome and very good morning to one and all. Today in our midst, we have a keynote speaker, Mr. B. Chandrasekhar. I'm going to introduce you, the great personality from USA. Mr. Chandrasekhar is having total 15 years of IT industry experience. He worked in various countries and various software industries, and working at Liberty Mutual USA as a senior software engineer, and is going to deliver his keynote speech on Accelerate with Copilot. Now I call and I request and I invite Mr. Chandrasekhar, please take your chance, they take your opportunity to give the keynote speech, sir. So I welcome you, sir.
Hi. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah,
So your voice is audible, sir. You can start.
yeah. Okay, good. So, hi. Myself is Chandrasekhar Basutkar. Let me share my screen. Okay. Screen one. Hope my screen is visible to you guys.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir. Please carry on.
Okay. Yeah. This is Chandrasekhar Basutkar, and I'm having like a 15 years of software industry experience. Today, I would like to give a session on GitHub Copilot and how it is very benefit for the students. And like this is a AI tool which is like everyone might have know about it. Yeah, but today I was like to give a demonstration or like kind of a session about GitHub Copilot and what is GitHub Copilot, how it is widely expanding its features, and like why people are crazy about GitHub Copilot and what it does, kind of things. Yeah, before going about telling about GitHub Copilot, let me about to explain myself. Yeah, this is Chandrasekhar Basutkar. I am from Karnool, Andhra Pradesh. I was started my career as a software developer in TCS, and I worked here for 5 years, and then I got an on-site opportunity, and then I flew to United States of America 10 years back, and I worked for several companies, and then what I acquired is like always you need to be in the latest training technologies. That's how you need to be survive. And then like I'm a full stack developer, not a, like I'm not stick to one kind of technology. So I'm kind of person where I should know everything. I kind of everywhere like any new technology like should not. It's a full stack developer, so I should know front and back and everything. So that's where like I can scale about myself. Yeah, so somehow I'm landed in Liberty Mutual. I'm a software senior software engineer here, and I'm here from past 4 years. Yeah. uh, yeah, so let me start about the session. GitHub Copilot. So you might have heard about it most of the times. I think like a audience like who are in this session, uh, they know about it. Maybe they used it. But it's like if I want to explain about Copilot, I can't explain that in a 1 hour session. Because it is very deeper. It has a lot of new emerging technologies, and like it is came nearly 4 5 years back, but everyone is eager to use it. It's kind of like forcing, like all companies are interested. Uh, they are already brought corporate licenses and they are giving to everyone, and it is uh, doing a lot of daily regular work is like automation is done. So let's know deeply about Copilot. Okay, so this it's about like what is Copilot. Okay, Copilot is kind of a pair programming. When you say Copilot means you word like we use word like Copilot only in case of when you are driving a flight. It means like you are driving a flight, and then you need a Copilot as well to drive it. So if you, it's not like one person cannot drive the flight. It's kind of like two people's. If you two people's work together, their job will be smooth. And uh, if that mission other person is a mission, then you will be like you will never forget uh, most of the things. Kind of regular work. What of the regular work is there. So Copilot is going to help us on it. So what they did, like they did a lot of most of the programmings they did automation. So if you're using the GitHub Copilot, then it's kind of like it is your mentor or it is your friend. It is anything. So it's it's with you. That's the reason it's kind of a uh, it knows vast. It knows any technology. It can scale up anywhere. You can take any kind of IDE, and you can just install the Copilot plugin and then get the license. Then he is your friend. So he will be work along with you. As soon as you type, he has to know like what you're typing. So once he come to know like the context, he's going to help you on that direction. And then he right now like our focus is like what is Copilot, and like how can we make his as a friend, and then like how can we start working with him. So if you see like in this PPT, you can see like a Copilot is a AI programmer, an intelligent assistant that support code, answer questions, and automate tasks using advanced AI models. When I say AI models, so initially Copilot came with one model, which is like a GPT model. Now there are like a number of models, right now like OpenAI, GPT, and Chat GPT, and then Gemini. Gemini also is there, and recently Claude is there. So Claude is doing very amazing. So we as a regular uh, my regular work we use Claude as a model. So Claude, whenever you ask something to the Claude, so it is give most of the time accurate information, and like most of the times it solves everything. Okay, so mostly used model here is like Claude. You might have heard about it recently. The cloud is like mm, in a social market, social media. So people are worried about the cloud. Yeah. So and then like second thing is like integrated everywhere. So just now I told like GitHub Copilot is not just a tool. So if you are working as a Java developer, you can take Eclipse or like a, uh, IntelliJ IDE or like some Visual Studio Code or anything. If you're working, if you want to nowadays like earlier we used to work in a notepad, we used to write it. The after that we used to see for the compilation issues. Those until now IDs came. If you write anything, so IDs are saying like so compilation issues they will tell you right away. And then this is the Copilot is advanced version. Now what is like whatever you give the comments, so whatever the idea you're using, you just add the Copilot plugin. So and he started writing with you along with you. So if you're writing some kind of method like calculate metrics or something, and then like it comes Copilot plugin knows that okay, you are writing this kind of direction code, so I will be help you on that. So immediately any compile issues are there, any other it comes to know like you are writing or something, then based on the comments it try to generate the code and move on further. And it's integrated everywhere, so any languages we can it will help on your any language. And then like accelerated learning means like it helps you learn new language faster and prototype ideas quickly and focus on solving big problems, not syntax. Suppose like mm, suppose if you are a Java developer and you know you are working here for past 10 years, and then like you some of the code, yeah, some of the resources is not there and you want to learn the Python, you need to fix a bug. Yeah, if you want to learn something, if you have a Copilot in your ID, it will help you. You can learn easily because he's your friend, so he's going to help you on that. Okay, so let me go to next slide. And why it is matter for students? Like right now, like all students, if you registered as a student and you just go to Gopalad and you can learn it, you can get it cheaper or you can get it free as well. So if you have a Copilot with you in your, suppose if you're learning a Python, so Copilot will give you like clear explanations, like you don't need any guide actually. So if you want to learn about some topic, suppose like you want to learn collections and you don't need anyone for right now. So if you have a Copilot, just you are going to ask Copilot like I want to learn a collections, you help me. So it will guide you right away like one by one. So it will give kind of a lot of mm, practical exams and theoretical lot of things. It will help you. He will sit with you and he will ask you to write something and he will teach you. Okay. And same way build more. You can you are whatever the, suppose if you want to uh, write a small project that you got some assignment and you have only idea, you don't know how to implement it. If you have a Copilot with you, is you just have a 10% of information what I want to do, what you want to do, and remaining 90% of the information Copilot is going to help you. So you can you just think it and you tell the information to the Copilot, it will see, it will help you to grow more. So like that, like because students have a lot of crazy ideas, but they don't know how to implement the Copilot. If they combine properly with Copilot, they can do miracles on this. And other ones like input quality. So when you write something, you might be worried like how whether it is scalable, like whether this piece of code is correct, or like it is having any bugs, or do I'm lacking anything in my standards. Those are the like you, by the time you write something, it will say like this is your standard, this is what you are missing here, this is not a good practice of writing a code. Like that it will guide you so that you can improve your quality while you are writing the code as well. And then like there are like so many, it is career ready practice, modern AI assistant workflows used by the professional developers in the top notch companies today. So it is career ready, and like you can use any kind of AI assistant workflows or models, anything. Uh, let's proceed for that. And then like how Copilot works. So it has a basic three rules. One is like input. It will take the input from you and it will process based on your input, and then like it will provide you the output. Okay, understanding the flow from the keystones to the AI generate sessions are like just three inputs. First one is a predictive model. Right now, like how we are communicating with the coverlet with like large language models, it will analyze your current cursor position and predicts the mostly like a next sequence of the code for the answer. It is not just copy and paste, it's probability generation. Means like suppose you're writing a piece of code, you think like prime number program, something like that. So as soon as you give the context, like you need to have a practice that like you need to first give the comment like what you are going to write. So you can say like today I'm writing something, and I'm developing a college portal, and I'm writing a method to just read some kind of like a college anemone, and then like it will know the context. So this person is trying to build some website which is related to the college, and he is want to write this service. So let me help you in on that direction. So you need to make a practice, like first you need to do the comment. So you need to tell like I'm writing a service which can uh, which can tell about the college, and I need to get the information of my all professor something. So when you do that, that kind of prompt, it will do like immediately. It will try to generate it. Right? Okay, he's writing this kind of service, and these are the inputs he might be doing. So he want to do achieve this service and this business model. He want to write it. So all this together, like it will think and it will try to provide the information upfront. So by that time, like it gives something, some suggestions. You can take one of them and move forward. Okay, and the context gathering. So you need to set the context, like what is it coding you are writing. So once you set the context, it will give the accurate suggestions, and it will in a tab it will provide multiple options so that you can choose one of them. And then like if Copilot didn't write properly, you can modify it, and then like again it will try to help you behind you. So if you write one line, it will write 10 lines. It is like that. Okay, so it is like first your input, you are writing something. Okay, he will understand, Copilot understand. Okay, user is trying to write the something like this, so let me help him on this direction, and he will try to get a lot of information on that way. And then like you will always in the control. It's not like you are writing a code and he is helping you. It is not forcing like you need to definitely use this input. So, or you can partially use this input. You can take it like, okay, he's helping me, but this piece of code is helpful for me. This part is, suppose he give you 10 lines, but you just only want 3 lines. You take the 3 lines, remove all the 7 lines, and as soon as you write fourth line, it will understand like, okay, he's going in that direction, and let me help him other code, something like that. Okay, so always control is in your hand. Okay, and capabilities and key features are like it give inline suggestions, and then like we can ask Copilot chat like a chat GPT. We can suppose like you are working in some project, and your friend wrote a piece of code which you didn't understand, and you can copy the piece of the code and put into chat, and you can ask chat GPT like, I'm not able to understand following what user is written here. Then a Copilot will give a clear explanation like this one and so code is doing this one, and then like a user is trying to do this one. So if you give this input, this is output, and this is a business logic behind it. This is a key logic behind it, something like that. It will explain you line by line. Okay, so that you will understand. Is you don't need any other person. You don't need even your friend who wrote the code. You can just uh, grab his code and come to home and give to Copilot. He will explain you line by line, and he will make you master. And same way, like we have a CLE command line interface, and then like reviews and summaries. So if you write some code, Copilot will review. You can give the reviews and you can generate the summaries and all. And other one is like Copilot edits and agents. So we have a agent mode right now, which is a trending. So that and we'll discuss in depth one by one in coming slides. Okay. So here inline sessions. What is inline sessions? So um, I open the Visual Studio. I started writing. So here, like in this space, you can see I'm writing. I want to do. I want to write a method which calculate days until next exam. Okay. So when I give this context, so you need to start practicing something like this. So before writing something, you need to put the comment hash and write what you are trying to do next. What is your uh, next steps of your coding? Okay. So once I write this one, the Copilot will understand like, oh, user is trying to write something to calculate the days of until next exam. Okay, so let me help him on that way. So uh, this piece of code I wrote it, and then like this one also I wrote it. As soon as I wrote these two lines, okay, I got Copilot has generated this two piece of code for me. Okay, so this is called as ghost text. Okay, if I like this, like suppose like if I'm doing same thing, yeah, this is the next steps, then I can just tab out and accept it. So this piece of code I don't need to type, it will generate. It came, Copilot has given me based on this context. So user is writing a code to calculate the days until next exam. So and then like it has, as soon as I write something, it has given me some code here. Okay, at the last of this session I can show you some kind of real-time practices as well, how it is happens. This is a ghost code, it is generated Copilot. Only the way to accept is like tab out. You tab out, it will come out of the gray, and then like if you want, suppose like if you want just this line and you don't want this line, control is in your hand. You can delete these lines and you can start writing something. And if it Copilot understands something, he will generate the other code, and we can take it. Okay. This is like context aware intelligence. So when you are writing something, it generates complete for the functions, comments, and the files by organize your open tabs and project context. Okay. Flexible control, I said like we can, it is in your hand. You tab out, your code will come. If you want, you take it completely. If you don't want, you how much code you want, you take it. Removing, you remove it. Change the direction, whatever it is, and it is going to remove boilerplate player. Suppose like I said, like I'm developing the college alumni. So what you say, like if you're generating college alumni, you need to create a Angular project and API backend, those and all. Suppose if you're writing any API, so few things are like means like writing a service, writing a controller, writing a DB. These are like uh, regular things, right? These are the things need to be done for any API service to create. So this kind of boiler coding. So if you tell like I want to create a service just to fetch the information of the professors uh, who are active in the DB, and if you just give the database connection details, it will write a service straight away. You don't need to create a controller, you don't need to create a service, you don't need to connect everything. So it's kind of piece of boiler code which we do regularly. That code it will try to generate immediately, and it will give you some structure for you, at least like suppose the piece of API you want, it will create it will generate the structure from controller to database. And if it will give a space as well, like you can, what is your business logic, if you want to implement in the service, it will give it. You can start working on it. Okay, it's kind of like most of the boiler code, plate code, it will try to generate. uh, and then like GitHub Copilot chart. Okay, so we do have like once you open your IDE, so once you open your IDE, you will be having an option to chart with Copilot. So here, suppose like um, you are in a big project, and like college assignment, your senior has given you his previous assignment, and you don't know what he wrote, why he wrote, how he wrote, and all. Okay, You just open code, and then like you open one file and give that file to the chart in a chart. Now, as soon as you click on a chart button, ChatGPT knows that you open this file, you are in this class or in this file, and as soon as you ask him like, can you please explain me about this class or this function, what it is doing? So immediately it will read one by one line, and it will tell you like, okay, this is the um, this is a person asked, and like what is the functionality behind this function. It will explain you line by line. Even though if you have any doubts, you can ask conversationally. Like suppose after this method, you can ask like where and all this method is invoked, and then like where it is, how it is helpful, how it is accessing from the website, something like that. Like you can conversationally like chat gpt, you can ask like here I can correlate, you can see, and if you write something like it is like uh, you have a java code, you want to move it to typescript, just give the java code syntax, and it will try to generate a typescript kind of code for you, and it will give. Okay, it is available everywhere. As I told you, we can install in any plugin, and it will give tailored response. Like when I said a tailored response, we can use the splash commands. Like suppose in a piece of code, if I want to understand what is this, you can select the code like this, and then you can just give the splash command like slash explain. It will explain you immediately like, okay, this code is for this code is for this, something like that. So there are so many splash commands are there in this one. You can learn about it. Like see here, slash explain is there. So immediately that's in a chart, it will explain you line by line. This also I will explain you at the end of the class session. Okay, and other one is like multi-language support. Okay, so as I told you, like it knows all the languages. So it knows Python, JavaScript, TypeScript, Java, C, C++, C hash, Golang, anything. It also supports PHP, Ruby, Rust, Shift. It's not limited to front end or back end or some language or PLSQL or like no SQL or even shell commands or like even like CI/CD commands. It is there to help you. You can ask anything. It will it will not say like I don't know. It will definitely give you some information for you, and which will be very accurate and very information. Okay, so yeah, so right now like my real time experience is like I don't know both Python, but I was as a senior software engineer. I was tagged with a bunch of boys who worked on the Python, and like only thing is like they don't know the direction. I need to give the direction, and then I should work with them on Python. But I know the Java, JS, JavaScript, C, C++, everything, but not Python. So yeah, I jumped in with the help of Copilot, and I was telling like Copilot like what is the we want to generate a kind of like a Excel sheet, or we want to generate some charts. So how can you help me in case of Java? I do write a code like this, and in a Python how should I write that? It has given me a complete data, and without hesitating with a bias, I jumped in, I wrote the Python code, I finished the project successfully. And yeah, here language, it doesn't matter. If you have a copilot, you don't need to be learn anything. He will be with you and he will help you. Only thing is like you need to know how to write the code, and then like what is the business logic, and what kind of prompts you should give. Like how can Copilot understands your intention or context, like that. Okay. Let me go forward and move it. It's like ID integrations. So as I told you, like it is there in Visual Studio Code and Visual Studio .NET C Sharp, and IntelliJ IDEs, just like IntelliJ PyCharm is for the Python, and WebStorm and Mode. Any IDE you download it, just go to the plugins and search for GitHub Copilot, and you will get the plugin. As soon as you get the plugin, it's kind of like when you are writing the code, Copilot will be visible there, and he will, if you write one line of code, it will write 10 line of codes for you, and it will set the context. So other IDs are like this. Okay, let me go back. And Copilot code review. Okay, once you write some piece of code, okay, you want to know whether it's scalable, right? So this function, sometimes you get the compilation issues. Okay, earlier, like in your Visual Studio or like Eclipse, you written some Java code. Okay, there is a compile issue because of like a maybe dependency issues or like a uh, some kind of new syntax scheme, and which is not setting with your version or something. Somehow you ended up with compilation issues. Okay, just select the compilation issue and ask Copilot. There is a splash command to fix it. Okay, as soon as you see this is a compilation issues there, just select that piece of the code and put slash fix. It will identify the fix. It will write code for you. It will immediately fix all the bugs, and you are clear here. So if you have a Copilot with you, you don't need anyone help to fix compilation issues or any issues. Okay, and then like after you write the code, there is no compilation issues. Okay, what happens like sometimes in runtime you'll get the risk. There is a threat for your security. Like if you deploy this piece of code, some hacker may come and he will gain the access to your database, and he will be having a access to modify all the data in your database, and he will hack a lot of information. So uh, if after writing your code, if you use a Copilot, it will detect upfront. It's saying like this is the data leakage is there, or like there is a risk in your code. Your code is scalable, it is working fine, but if it is go live, there is a risk to the organization, so it will catch us immediately. That is the reason like unknown risk it will avoid. Okay, that is the reason organizations are eager to buy that and implemented it. Okay, and then like you stay in charge. You maintain full code ownership. Copilot is just assistance. You approve, you edit, and reject every session it makes. Okay. And pull request summary. Okay. Sometimes we are a software engineers, right? So we do right now like my job most of the times like someone will be writing the code. They will be asking my review, and then like without my approval the code will not go to the live or like any environment. So because I'm a senior software engineer, and then like they need at least two of the engineers approval to merge that code. Okay, so when I get like suppose like I'm senior software engineer, so but there are like 10 people works under me, and then like I got a more pull request, so I should how can like uh, I know up to date. I should be up to date, right? So here in this case, only things like when I open the PR, what I really see like what is the standards and like uh, what is the functionality, what it is writing, and any compilation issues are like, oh, does this guy is like not following company standards or not? Those handle I will review. But if there are like more than 5 files, it is tough, right? So here Copilot option, I can ask Copilot review for me. So what it does, like he will do one kind of review for me. Like he will go and check like security vulnerabilities, standards, everything, and he will give pair of suggestions for us. Like, okay, this piece of code came, and this piece of code needed attention. So I will put the comments and send it back, so that the user will work on that and he will fix it and he will come back for my approval. Okay, so Copilot helps us in writing a summaries or like fast reviews, and then like a talk with a team and team projects and all. Okay, it is helpful. for everyone, even for the developer, manager, or product owner, or like a software solution architect. Everyone is helpful because it's all about the code, and it's kind of like, suppose if you get a PR, just to ask a copilot, just like, can you give me a summarize about this PR? What is this code written for? Immediately, it will generate some summary for us in a plain English, where product owner can also easily understand that. And then, like, if you are okay with summary, we can proceed further. Okay. And then, like, CLI agentic power. So this is the different concept. Right now, it is like elaborated much more efficiently. So we do have our own agents for us, because like we work a lot, and then like we will have like one agent for security, one agent for vulnerabilities, one agent for firewall settings, something like that. We have many agents we create, and their agents, once we create an agent, he will be focused on one task. Suppose like if you I, we can give the real time example, like so once we have uh, three of friends went to movie. One friend always worry about the budget, one friend always worry about the timings, one friend always worry about something else. Okay, so their focus areas are always on them. One is money, one guy is on food, one is comfort. Okay, so it's like a if you want to ask food related questions, we can ask a friend who is well known in the food area. So we just will go and ask him. He will give the accurate information on the food on that area. And then like when you ask some guy on a budget, it shows like how much ticket is going to cost, whether we are able to see the movie or not, what is our budget. He will find the accurate information for you. We say like we have all three of us, this we have this much money, we can go to movie and we can go to restaurant with this money. He will give the budget. So like that, so it's like agents. We create the agents, and that agents work on that area only. One guy work on the cost. Suppose like AWS cost is increasing day by day, we create an agent for that. So he's always worried, like once you write some code and you ask like an agent, and this and does this, how much it is going to cost AWS for me, and you can he will tell you as soon as he gives some response. You can tell him like does I can save anything. Then he will give some suggestions like you can command multiple APIs, or you can remove this unused gateway or something like that, so that it is accurate and you are not written any unused code, something like that. Okay, it's agentic power. Yes, and then like there are so many reusable prompts out there, where like suppose why is reusable prompts are like, suppose if you create uh, 10 number of projects, so everyone will have CI/CD pipelines. CA means you might know like continuous integration, continuous deployment pipelines, and then like for every project the prompts will be same. So that's the reason it is like there are reusable prompts are there. Okay. Let's go to next. Yeah, for the students, Copilot, we have like zero maintenance. Only thing is like you need to register as a student, uh, so that you will be getting a free of cost. You will get the Copilot license, and for few teachers and maintainers also have the if you verify the teachers, you will also get a complimentary access. And this is a slide will help you like how to sign up for the students, and just follow these instructions. It might come you as a free for you, and you can put on any tool, and you can accelerate your learning. And next is like once you set up your Copilot, how to once you are in a Copilot, like once you're uh, mm, in your ID and you got a Copilot, this is help you like how to configure. Okay, first you install it, and then like sign it. Once you create your student login, just sign in for it. Once you authentication is done, just try to provide kind of like a open some piece of code and I start writing in the middle. So immediately it will try to um, provide more code, and then like you will be having a chart option. You can copy paste some piece of code, put into the chart, start talking to Copilot, so that it will say, then you can know that okay, this Copilot started working, and then after that it is ready and you can use it. Okay, this is a configuration about and real step user stories. Okay, so I learn new languages faster. As I said, like I don't know Python right now. I don't need to learn as well because I have a Copilot. Because with my software industry experience, I just tell the scenario. So whenever I want to write something, I know what I'm writing. I know how I'm going to write. So I will give a prompt to the Copilot. It will try to generate the code. Even like normally I don't write code. I will kind of review. When I do review, also Copilot is there, and he will help me in the code of someone else. Okay, here like scenario, you are assigned a project in a language you are not mastered, such as Chorus or Typeline. You are unfamiliar with the scenario, but approach ask Copilot for idiomatic example. How can I write a structure in Rust? Design patterns and line by line explanation. It's kind of inquiry and analysis. Then outcome is you get working code snippet immediately and get the clear understanding of language conventions without context switching. Okay, that is what I'm saying. You don't need to learn much, and you can suppose if you know little bit, you can enhance your language capabilities very faster with Copilot. And debugging and troubleshooting, same way. You don't know the language and you don't know how to run it right. Same way it will help you here as well. So scenarios like you are stuck with failing test cases and encountered cryptic runtime errors, messages that halt your progress. Here, whenever you have a problem, if you have a Copilot in your hand, simple English is going to help you. So only you need to write it like you need to know how to prompt, how to ask GPT. Okay. And then like approach, paste the error into the Copilot chart, select relevant file context and ask what is this root cause and how do I fix it. It will diagnose and it will give you output like Copilot provides a hypothetic and suggested patches to solve the bug and update a test to verify the and fix works. So right now, like we wrote the code. Once you write the code, we need to we are nowadays like a JUnits, test cases. We are not asking anyone to write it. We're just asking Copilot. This is the piece of code we wrote it, and could you please wrote a test cases and its test coverage should be 100%. Once you give the prompt, it will try to generate all the test cases for you. It will try to give all the scenarios, and then like uh, right now we will be get a set of test scenarios from the tester, and then we give to the Copilot. It is going to generate the test cases with all those scenarios and all. Yeah. And then like this, I told you like writing a test. Just now I told you about the test cases. It will generate the genuine test cases for the functions or edge case scenarios, whatever it is. Like so, only thing is like you need to give the scenario. You need to tell number of scenarios, and if you better giving it a prompt, it will generate the code for you. Okay. And understand complex code. So here, what happened? Like I'm going to give some real-time scenario. So uh, in my real-time work, 3 months back, I got a production issue, and then like that issue, uh, I didn't work. I just recently moved to the new team, and like everyone knows that I'm good at technically, and then like they give me this bug to test it. Okay, so when I took that guy, when I took that bug, it was like Datadog RAM was not enabled, Datadog RAM was disabled, and to debug the issue, people say my solution engineer came and told me like, Chandra, Datadog logs are not printing. That is the issue. And then when I checked it, they didn't write. The recently, like 1 month back, migration was happened. So it was developed in Bamboo, and they migrated to GitHub Actions. Only it was a previous project. It was working uh, from past 4 5 years, and then they just migrated it. Application is running. Client is not doesn't have any issues, and we released it 1 month back. Uh, there is no production issues. Everything cleaner, smoother. But the only thing is we are not having logs. So if any future issues comes, we don't know the what user has done, and we don't know logs to debug the troubleshoot the issues. So the rum was disabled. That I didn't know about the rum at the time. Rum is like real-time user management, and then what those and all. So we need to enable the rum. Okay. Now I just took that project and I asked for ChatGPT, saying it's not ChatGPT, it's for Copilot. I asked Copilot, hey Copilot, there is a Datadog service. Okay. We went to the production. I see we did a data migration, not a data migration. We did the migration from Bamboo to CI/CD migration to GitHub Actions, and then we missed uh, about Datadog RAM, and now it is disabled. Could you please help me on this? Even Copilot, as soon as it got the context, he said let me check the Datadog configuration settings and all for you, and it went. It checked. Oh, he said yeah, you are right. This was migrated 1 month back, and user we forgot to this piece of implementation is not there. That's the reason RAM is disabled. I will go and fix it. It has generated there are than 10 lines of 10 pieces of 10 files modifications done. It gave to me, and then it's a key part that I am when I wrote the code, I also need to get approval from some people, right? Okay. Then what I did, I asked Copilot after writing it, I tested it, the rump is enabled, and then I said hey Copilot, can you please generate a document for me, whatever you did for this, and then it has generated some files with a step by step, what are the approaches we followed, and why this bug is came, why rum was disabled, and how we enable the rum. All the steps it has generated in plain English, and it gave me. So when I check in, my solution architect came, took that to PR. He has to approve it. There is a 10 number of 10 places I changed it. There are a lot of changes. Okay, and then he saw that comment document. When he saw the document, oh, he come understand the issue. Oh, okay, this was happened because this is the reason why the production bug came, and then this is the reason why RAM is disabled, and this is how we are fixing. He saw immediately. He pinged me. Chandra, it's a nice approach that you give me summary. So it helped me to understand the issue, and to it is helped me to easily understand your complex code, and then it has helped me to review the changes immediately. Okay, this how y- y- there is a lot of things in Copilot. Only thing is you need to expand it. You need to ask that approach, that scenario. Suddenly you need to build it. Okay, thank you. So yeah, this is about the prompts. Okay. So all of our engineers are training in prompt engineering. There is a different concept called prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is right now it is in trending. So there is a tools, lot of tools like Copilot. Only thing is you need to ask how you ask is a prompt engineering. So if you give the effective prompts, it is going to help you in a very easy way. If you're if your prompt is not well, it was narrow, and then you can in multiple conversations you can improve it. Okay, so it's provide a goal. Context is more important. Okay, so that if you know the if a Copilot come to know about the context, it is going to give accurate results. Okay, to set the context, if you when you're asking something, make sure Copilot understands this and gives the proper result for you. Okay. iterate with small prompts. First you try to give the small prompts. Like first you try to tell him like, okay, I'm writing a Python code. Second you say like, I'm writing this function class, and I want this method, and this is my approach. Smaller prompts also you can give it, but it's like once you ask one question, it will understand what is you are asking. The second question, once you ask it, so it will know like, okay, user is trying to do something in this context, so he will be ready to give the most accurate answers. Okay. Another approach is like required validations and test. Once you write everything, you check you ask whether the code is nice, or like ensure quality is met. You just write some code and give to him. You do Copilot like, I wrote this piece of code, just check for the geometry, it's or like handle any edge cases are there. So in this case, like you already write something, okay, so he has a free hand. It will go to your class, it will rate line by line. If any code quality mistakes are there, it will fix it. Okay, because you're already code you have, so it knows the context. So it knows like, hey, this piece of code is there, maybe test case is not there, maybe he want to fix something like that. Okay. So and then like always review a code. End of the AI is also a mission. Okay, it will generate some piece of code. It is not like you don't know that always the code that gives is accurate. Always, if you it will try to fix all the work, something like that. So whenever you chat generate some codes, and sit and review what it has written. Don't accept the code blindly. You take the code and check it, you modify it, and there are some multiple models out there. Sometimes like what people does like, first some people ask ChatGPT, and they will change the model to Claude, and they change the model to Gemini, and ask the same questions and see like how they are giving. And end of the day, it's you. So even though if you after checking something, production bug came, you can't tell like Copilot has given me this code and checked in, because like Copilot did not check in. You have to operate. This is, you need to, as a developer, it is your responsibility to review it. It will write any kind of code. Just always review a code and then like proceed further. Okay. This is this one, and then like uh, run test and security scans. Once you run everything, it code is there. You just need to validate it. You need to ask, and then like you can ask Copilot to run the test and security scans. It will done, and verify license and APIs. Okay. Maintain context. That is the main important with the Copilot. Open the suppose if you want to um, ask something about it, open relevant files. So once you open the file, the context will be set. So it will think like you are asking the questions on this file. So Copilot will be ready to answer. And then like use commands and instructions. Always when you are writing, first start with the comments. With the comments, it will know the context. So if person is trying to write a prime programming, you just write it like, I'm writing a prime programming, and the comment and start writing. So it will give you. So it will know the context. User is writing something on this direction, so it will give the suggestions on that direction only. The context has to send using the comments only. Okay. Once it is given, summarized and defined, you just review it whether it has generated the proper code or not, and then like you can restart your charts. Academic integrity, like follow instructional policies and disclose a usage and demonstrate understanding. These are all critical. Yeah. And ethics and integrity, understand and copy. Active learning or passive copying, like learn from the generated code, do not blindly copy paste, treat AI suggestions as a tutorial material only. Analyze the logic, control the flow and syntax. If you can't explain how to code works, you can't truly learn it. Okay. Attribute and verify licenses. Attribute sources are when appropriate. Check for the potential license conflicts. If code reassembled open source projects, always cite AI assistance for working following with the institution's academic guidelines. It's not like, so sometimes Copilot might get some piece of code which is open source, and if you use it, you are going to get a license violation thefts will come. Okay, so that organization say like it is open source, but for this budget, but since you are not a student, or if you are organization, you need to pay me money, something like that. So it will give any kind of code and give you, but just check like whether you are not using any open source code, you are just using the proper code, something like that. Okay, original reasoning and reports, it will generate some kind of reports for you using the AI can help you synthesize the code and your unique ability to explain the problem solving strategies, what demonstrate to company. That's what I'm saying. Like when you write the code, it will generate some reports or documents which will help you to understand the code much better. Security and privacy considerations. Right now, this is the most of the times like a uh, you will be hearing like a news like some AWS has done some mistake, and like a lot of people were like lost. Uh, what do you say? Like they were like when the most of the systems are hanged or something like that. So because like hackers were able to get inside, and then like they hack the system, and then like one day Microsoft was down, and then like complete one day it was down because of like one security vulnerability came into the production and then done. So it can, so that's the reason like when you're promoting something, uh, we need to actively check for the security and privacy thefts. Okay, people there are right now like people are like hackers are ready. If you use some kind of junk vulnerabilities or junk dependencies, you would then check, then you are gone. So they might steal your data and they misuse your data. So that's the reason like Copilot has its own vulnerability checking. So once you promote your code, it will check whether all this code is up to date, or like this or suppose if you use some kind of dependencies, it will tell you like which version you have to use it. So and then like if some bugs are in that version, it will tell you like if you promote this code, we are going to get the theft. It is a very critical risk for us. So instead of that, you take this version so that like we will not have any issues, something like that. It will give us suggestions. Okay, this is summary and resources. Key takeaways are like it will help you fast learner, and it will help you and build a better product, and it will help you in review as well. Students get the free access. It will generate the official documents, and if you want to learn something new, you can go to GitHub, and this is the CLI. So let me show you how the right now I work as a software engineer, and then in my office I have a Copilot, but in my personal laptop I do not have it because I do not need it. Most of the times I will be working on my office laptop. But how Copilot will help you, I'm going to show you. You can go to YouTube and see it. Okay, but for now let me just give it. Okay, so this is a plain Java code. Okay, in this IDE he has a Copilot with him. So he want to unlock this service. He just came to coffee service and he over it, and then the Copilot is giving all the information for him. See, as soon as he put some cursor here, so once he selected some cursor here, so what he kept the cursor here, and then like it got the context. So it knows like the person is trying to ask me on this question, and then like it has given all the details about this load statistics analyzer. Okay, and then same way, suppose if you want to understand the piece of the code, just select these lines, and here it is a chart window. We just copy paste. It will explain you line by line. See, so just select this one, and then like ask him. So he will go through every line. It will tell you what what did this method written for, line by line it will explain you, so you can see. So these logged groups, something like that, and it will give the summary as well, what this method actually is doing. And this is a Copilot chart. So you'll be, once you have a plugin with you, this is a Copilot chart here. So you, since you open this file is a context for you. Whatever the questions you are asking, it will think like you are asking from this statistic view model here. It will start giving answers. Okay, so it generates something, and then like you just you tab out, the answer will be copy pasted. Yeah. So Copilot chart look like this. Okay. So this is the prompts I should give. So I would like to add a delete button in the edit copy page.xml, and this is whatever you want. It's a plain English. It's kind of with the technical terms. Update the database, something like that. And here, if you see here, these are the models. This is a Claude model here. Most of the people use Claude because it will give more accurate information. If you select the Claude and give the input prompt here, so how much good prompt you give, those much good results it will generate. It will tell you what you have to do line by line. Go to this method and do this one, go to in this file, something like that, one by one. So which is going to help you. So this is how Copilot is. It will make your life better, coding skills better, learn faster. Okay. So there are so many videos in YouTube, and you can try to get the student access and try to do something smaller. So what I say with my personal experience, try to generate some kind of small project that is also better for you. Like suppose if you want to do some online website, uh, mm, just get the corporate access and tell him like, this is my idea. Can you help me on this? So you write 10%, remaining 90% he's going to write it, and he's going to help you. Yeah. So hope this session help you much. If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me.
Dear students, if you have any questions, you can ask directly to the keynote speaker, or else you can send a chat in the chat box. Anybody they are interested, they can speak with the session note speaker. Else you can send any question in chat box.
And one more thing is like there is a Copilot certification is there. If you do that certification and keep it in your resume, people is going to look into it. So it is kind of like a some 2,500 or something for the certifications. So just do that Copilot certification, then they will consider your resume will have more weight for that. If if you want to become a software industry, if you want to come into software industry, so this Copilot is you are going to experience in your life definitely, and it is going to add your life, add something valuable to you.
Yeah, last call to the students. Those they are interested, you can speak with the session note speaker. Else you can chat anything in the chat box. If there are no questions from your side, we want to wind up this session. Once again, I am asking you the last call to the students. If you want to speak with the keynote speaker, any doubts regarding the session or any updations or any information regarding today's the topic, accelerating the co-pilot, accelerate with the co-pilot, any information that you need or any support, you can speak with the keynote speaker, else you can chat. Sir, I think there is no queries from the student side, sir.
Okay.
Thank you
Good.
so much, sir, for delivering your extendable accelerate with the co-pilot, one of the topics. And I'm very happy to be in this conference as a editor. And thank you so much, sir, for spending your precious time and enlightening and nurturing our students on the good topics which you have delivered, like Copilot, GitHub, and Copilot Chart, LLM, Chart GPT, code review, and so on. So
Yeah,
our
so
students may be benefited.
I got
So
a
please, sir.
comment from Meghna. I got a comment from Meghna saying like, what is the future scope, sir? So yeah, there is a lot of future. You don't never like something is going to grab something or something. So this Copilot, like we need to go with the flow. Right now, everyone is using Copilot. So it is, people are saying like a lot of jobs will go. It's kind of like when we are in childhood, we are using Nokia. Now we are using smartphones. No, it's not like uh, s- some AI is going to steal your job or something. Right now, AI is trending. You need to be with the AI. So and then like always you learn training courses so that you will always be scalable. So there is a lot of scope in this. You don't need your students are like uh, when we interview something, if we like to take the students because uh, simple basic thing is like we can hire you for the lesser salary, and then like if we train you properly in a Copilot, and we are going to get more and more what you say like awesome work from you guys, because you guys are young and energetic, have some crazy ideas. So where industries are like already experienced that. So whenever like I work with some kids, they work behind their potentials. Okay, so never discourage yourself. You just learn like what is the trending, and think there is always room for you guys. Okay, there is a lot of future for you. Only thing is like you need to focus and train. Thank you, sir.
So thank you so much,
Just
sir, for
okay.
delivering your excellent session. Thank you for spending your precious time and your patience that you gave your the best to our students. Thank you so much, sir. Once again, from the Bhima Institute of Technology and Science and Shivai Soft Software Hub. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, Mahesh, sir, shall we wind up this?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
end
Dear
up
student,
so
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
already
Yes, dear students, you might have received the Google Meet link. You get connect with it. You can leave this link also.